The earthquake, a divine response. Imagine a day when the earth itself bears witness to a monumental event. This isn't just any day, and it isn't just any event. As Jesus Christ, a figure central to Christian belief, hangs crucified, the land around Jerusalem begins to respond in a way that is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Our story begins at the moment of Jesus' death, when an earthquake of unprecedented spiritual significance shakes the very foundations of the earth. According to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, verses 50 through 54, as Jesus yielded up his spirit, the earth trembled, rocks were rent, and tombs opened. This was no ordinary geological occurrence. The earthquake was a divine response, echoing the magnitude of what was happening above on Golgotha's hill. The earth did not merely shake, it roared with convulsions, as if nature itself was reacting to the profound events unfolding in the human realm. Picture the scene. People from all walks of life, residents of Jerusalem, travelers and onlookers, feel the earth move under their feet. Some fall to the ground, others clutch each other. All look around bewildered and frightened, searching for understanding or divine insight. In biblical times, earthquakes were often seen as significant omens or divine communications. This particular earthquake, however, was recorded as far more than a natural event. It was a direct and powerful response from the heavens, marking the death of Christ as a pivotal moment in history. The language used in the Gospel of Matthew suggests more than historical reporting. It speaks to the heart of what believers see as a cosmic struggle between good and evil, life and death. The rocks that split are symbolic of the breaking barriers between the divine and the earthly realms. And as the dust settles, the changes are not just physical. The spiritual landscape is forever altered. The opening of the earth leads to another miraculous event, setting the stage for an even more extraordinary sign of divine intervention. But the earthquake was just the beginning. As the rocks split and the ground opened, ancient tombs around Jerusalem were also disturbed. What happened next would continue to challenge the understanding of all who witnessed these events and would be talked about for centuries to come. The tombs opened, a manifestation of victory. As the earthquake subsided, the ground around Jerusalem revealed a new wonder. Tombs, long sealed, now stood open. This was not the result of mere seismic activity, but a divine act that underscored the profound transformation occurring. The tombs also were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. Matthew 27:52. Here, the Gospel of Matthew records an event unparalleled in history. Saints, once dead, now stepping back into the world of the living. Imagine the astonishment as these resurrected figures, wrapped in the burial cloths of their time, walked into Jerusalem. The witnesses to this miracle could only gaze in awe and wonder. Who were these figures? Believers recognized them as the faithful departed, now alive as a testament to the power of Christ's sacrifice. This miraculous event was not merely for spectacle. It signified Jesus' victory over death, a preview of the resurrection promised to all who believe. These figures were not just witnesses to the power of God. They were heralds of the hope now available to all humanity. The opening of the tombs and the resurrection of the saints carry deep theological significance. This act demonstrates that Jesus' death was efficacious, breaking the bonds of death and foreshadowing the general resurrection of the dead. As these resurrected saints mingled among the living, the spiritual and physical realms had never been so intertwined. Yet, another profound sign was about to unfold back at the temple. As the people of Jerusalem grappled with the reality of the resurrected saints, another miraculous event occurred at the heart of their religious life. The veil of the temple, a richly woven fabric separating the Holy of Holies from the outer court, was torn from top to bottom. The torn veil, a gateway opened. In the very heart of Jerusalem's temple, a symbol of divine separation and human exclusion stood. The veil. This was no ordinary fabric, but a thick, woven curtain that guarded the entrance to the Holy of Holies, where the presence of God was believed to dwell. But as the earth quieted from its tremor, a remarkable event unfolded within the temple walls. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. Matthew 27:51. At the exact moment of Jesus' death, this massive veil was ripped apart, not by human hands, but by divine intervention. This act symbolized the end of the Old Covenant and the ushering in of a new era of direct access to God. Imagine the shock and awe of the priests inside the temple and the people outside as they witnessed this barrier to the most sacred space being torn apart. The physical tearing of the veil mirrored a much deeper spiritual significance. This veil had stood as a constant reminder of the separation between God and man, a result of sin and imperfection. Its tearing from top to bottom showed that what was once inaccessible was now open to all, signifying that the way to God was no longer restricted to priests and sacrifices. The tearing of the veil is a pivotal moment in Christian theology. It represents not just a theological reversal, but a radical transformation of how believers interact with the divine. Through Christ's sacrifice, all people now have direct access to God, eliminating the need for intermediary priests or sacrifices. This event fulfilled prophecies and echoed the words spoken by Jesus about the temple. It was a sign that the old ways of the law were fulfilled and transcended by the new covenant, a theme deeply explored in the letters of Paul and the book of Hebrews, which refer to Jesus as the high priest entering the Holy of Holies on behalf of humanity. As the temple veil was torn, an unprecedented darkness began to envelop the land, a sign that further emphasized the cosmic significance of what was happening. The Gospel of Matthew notes that from the 6th hour until the 9th hour, there was darkness over all the land. Matthew 27:45. In our next chapter, we will delve into the mystery of this darkness. What was its cause, and what did it signify? How did this darkness impact those who witnessed these events, and what does it teach us about the nature of divine signs? Darkness over the land, a cosmic testimony. Just as the temple veil tears, marking a new covenant, another profound phenomenon unfolds across Jerusalem and its surroundings, as if nature itself responds to the gravity of the moment. A blanket of darkness descends. Now from the 6th hour, there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. Matthew 27:45. This sudden darkness, shrouding the land in the middle of the day, was no natural event. It was a divine manifestation, marking the death of Christ with a somber cosmic sign. Imagine the bewilderment and fear among the people as the light of day gives way to an unexpected night. The usual noise of day-to-day life falls silent, replaced by the murmurs of a crowd trying to make sense of this darkness. This darkness symbolizes more than mourning. It's reflective of the spiritual darkness that enveloped humanity. Historically, darkness has been a motif for judgment and divine displeasure, and at this moment, it underscores the solemnity of Jesus' sacrifice. This phenomenon is mentioned across the Synoptic Gospels, emphasizing its importance. The darkness also serves as a fulfillment of prophetic words from the Old Testament, symbolizing a world without God's light. As if in concert with this darkness, nature itself seems to hold its breath. The cessation of normal daytime sounds, the stilling of the breeze, the retreat of wildlife, all contribute to a palpable sense of something monumental unfolding. This darkness was not merely a local phenomenon, but is noted in various historical records, suggesting its impact was observed beyond the immediate geography of Jerusalem. Such records hint at a darkness felt not just in space, but deep within the soul of the world. As the darkness lifts and light slowly returns, the fabric of belief and understanding among those present is irreversibly changed. Among them, a Roman centurion, hardened by battle and duty, comes to a startling revelation. The centurion's revelation, witness to the divine. As the darkness lifts from the land and light once again touches the earth, another extraordinary event unfolds at the foot of the cross. Amidst the chaos and awe of the day's supernatural signs, a Roman centurion, hardened by battles and countless executions, faces a revelation that changes everything. This seasoned soldier has overseen many deaths, but none like this. As he witnesses the earthquake, the tearing of the veil, and the encompassing darkness, his understanding of power and authority is profoundly challenged. In a moment of unparalleled clarity, moved by the events he cannot rationalize nor ignore, the centurion utters a declaration that resonates through history. Truly, this was the Son of God. Matthew 27:54. This statement is not merely an acknowledgement of innocence, it's a recognition of divinity. This declaration from a Roman officer not only underscores the impact of Jesus' death, but also signifies a pivotal moment of cross-cultural acknowledgement of his divine nature. The centurion's testimony cuts across religious and cultural barriers, marking a moment of universal truth. The centurion's recognition of Jesus' divinity is pivotal, reflecting the breaking down of barriers not just between divinity and humanity, but also among different peoples and faiths. His proclamation is a testament to the undeniable power of the events he witnessed. According to early Christian tradition, this centurion, known as Longinus, became a believer in Christ and is venerated as a saint in various Christian denominations. His journey from skeptic to witness to follower underscores the transformative power of the crucifixion events. As we close this chapter and our exploration of these miraculous events, we reflect on the profound impacts they continue to have. The story of the centurion reminds us that moments of truth are not limited by time or place and can reach anyone, anywhere. What moments have challenged or changed your beliefs? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this series enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos as we continue to explore the mysteries of faith and history together.